It's December. What is this madness? Hair, why? What are you doing? I picked you back for a reason. Hi everyone, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing fantastically well in this Christmas season. I have got my last TBR of the year. I have tried to keep a shorter TBR because I have that I want to read everything itis right now. I have a lot more books that I want to read, but this is like the priority list, if you like. Who knows if I actually get to the priority list. But I have 10 Penguin Mini Moderns left to read because I want to read all of these this year. That is one of my aims, so I'm not going to go into any detail because I never knew anything about these. So I'm just going to quickly read the titles. So we have William Carlos Williams' Death of Babble, which I think is poetry. It's poetry. Oh, then we have Fernando Pessoa, I have More Souls Than One, which might be poetry as well. It is. How exciting. And then William S. Burroughs' The Finger, which is that poetry too? No, it's like short stories. Woo! The Gigolo by Francos Sagan. Got an itchy eye. I'm trying to itch it. Oh, Yuko Tsushima of Dogs and Walls. Vladimir Nabokov's Land. I haven't read anything by him before. Very excited for this. Albert Camus. I think, was he French? He was French, right? Who knows? Create Dangerously. Ooh, that sounds like non-fiction. Gadstanov's. Is that Russian? The German? And others. Oh yeah, Russian. 4 Russian short stories. Yes, that is Russian. Italo Calvino. Listen to the music. Yeah, I just put an accent on and hope for the best. And Leonora Carrington, The Skeleton's Holiday. Okay, so there's those, and hopefully I'll read those. And if I really like any of them, or don't like any of them, I'll tell you about them. Woohoo. And then I have a book that I know I will not finish this month, but I would like to start, which is Grimm's Fairy Tales, because I feel like this is a nice time of the year even to read this kind of thing, even though they're not as cozy when you read the originals, I know, but I haven't read many of the original stories, so this would be nice. And they're short and they have got illustrations in. That's not a very nice one. Let me find a nice one. Oh, there you go. Is that nice? I don't know. Can you see that? Probably nicer than my face. Jokes. My face is beautiful sometimes. Not right there. Okay, I'm crazy today. And I want to read Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass, which is 2 separate books. So, pumping up that Goodreads challenge at the end of the year. Woo! And I put this in my Booktubers TBR and didn't read it. So it would just be nice because I bought this beginning in 2018, this edition, and obviously I've read Alice in Wonderland before, but I know I gave up on Through the Looking Glass, so I would like to read it. I haven't read it since I was 10, and look, it's also got illustrations, so how lovely is that? And it would just be quite nice to reread a children's classic, because that's always fun. So yes, hopefully that'll be like another Victorian Booktober TBR thing ticked off later, which is great. And then we have non-fiction, which is Poverty Safari, because I read loads of non-fiction, remember, and I loved it, and it made me think, why don't I read this more often? And this was in my 5-star non-fiction predictions. That was way too hard to say, and I read 2 out of my list of 5 so far, so it'd be nice to read another one. And this is about, it's by Darren McGarvey, and it's his experience growing up on a rough estate. Just say, the subtitle is Understanding the Anger of Britain's Underclass, so it is their perspective on it, which will be really interesting. And because there's an election super soon, rest in peace me, I think it's really good to read this kind of book now, and it's just relevant always, isn't it? So hopefully I'll get to that, but who knows. And then I have a translated book, because I haven't read hardly any translated fiction, and I would like to change that, and I bought this the end of last year, and that is If Cats Disappeared from the World by Genki Kawamura, and it is a Japanese book, I believe, and it just sounded like a really fun concept, and it's also really short on the big text, so get through this quickly. And look at the cute little cat! I don't have much to say about this one, as you can tell. And then I have, once again, like more Victoria TBR books I didn't get to, but one I read now because I'm out by reading slump, and that is The Morning Cottage and Other Stories by Elizabeth Gaskell, because I read The Men and the Floss for Victoria and I loved it. And Katie from Books and Things told me there is a story, I think it is The Morning Cottage actually, that came out before The Men and the Floss. It's a very similar plot and might have inspired it, so I'm interested to read that and see how much George Eliot stole from Elizabeth Gaskell. And she's just written loads of short stories and I really want to read more of them. So there's that. This is a very dramatic front cover. That's a mood right there. That's like me in the mornings, and me at all times, to be honest. Then I also have Charlotte Bronte's unfinished novels, because I've read all of the Bronte novels now. That was my aim this year. I'm really happy I've done that. But I do want to read this as well. And again, super short. Though I know I'm going to read it and be really gawed that she never finished any of these. A bit like some of Jane Austen unfinished novels. But it will still be interesting to see the beginning of the writing process, because these probably won't be edited at all. So yeah, that'll be nice. And then I have another non-fiction book, which is Roland Barthes' A Lover's Discourse of Fragments, which I've read extracts of because I studied this in my third year. And it's hard to describe. I guess it's sort of philosophy on love, and it's different aspects of love. So you have inexpressible love, absence, the dedication, stuff like that, and it's really short chapters and extracts, and I just think I don't know, I'm just in the mood for love. I want to read this in short, so hopefully I'm gonna. And then another book, sorry I'm looking away so much, let me bring this closer. Oh, there we go. They might be in frame, but never mind. Is Margaret the First by Danielle Dutton. What nice alliteration, Danielle Dutton. Oh, lovely. Anyway, this is a book about a female scientist in the 17th century, I believe. Oh wait, we have to look inside to tell you. Once again, no prep. Ha ha ha. Oh, I don't know. Oh, it doesn't say a date. Yes, 17th century. Excellent. And it just sounded cool. I don't think it's actually based on true stories, sadly, but I am always down for women being cool. And it got a lot of good reviews a few years ago, and I bought this in my birthday book haul, so I've still got quite a few books that I haven't read from there, and I'd like to get to before the year is out. So look at this cover. Beautiful. Well, this is another book that I bought my birthday book haul, which is Where Reasons End by Ian Lee. I thought this was translated, but I don't think it actually is. And it's about a woman grieving for her son who has committed suicide, I believe. And I think she's a writer as well, so I think it's them kind of like writing to each other. I'm not sure, maybe that's wrong. It sounds like a really beautifully written book, even though it's heartbreaking. I've only had one person really not like this. Everyone else has loved it, so I hope I'm in the loved it camp. And again, it's short. Can you see a theme here? Picking the short books. And then a slightly longer book is The Butcher's Hook, which I still haven't read, and it's been on my TBR. This is the third time now. And it's still the last book that I haven't read, my 5-star fiction predictions, and I just want to read it so I can then tick it off and then do another 5 books. It's a grisly love story, it sounds like, of a woman in love with a butcher, but she's not meant to marry the butcher because she's a lady, and her parents are not happy and want her to be a lady's, wife and marry a lord or something, and not a butcher. So I think it's the kind of what would you do for love book, but historical, because it's set in the Georgian times. So that sounds fun, to be honest. And I think these sorts of tales, like historical fiction, are really nice to read around autumn or winter. So there's that one. And then last, come here, but not least, there we go, is more poetry, which is Robert Browning's dramatic lyrics. Funny story, I bought this my second year Victorian course because we were studying for one of the lecture weeks Robert Browning's dramatic lyrics. All the 5 or 6 poems that we had to study were not in this, and we all bought this edition. Furious. But I would like to read it nevertheless. Basically, I don't think I've read any of these poems, so this will be a revelation. And it would just be nice to read poetry. And again, it's Victorian, so yay. All about Victorian stuff all year through, not just October. That's like a dogger's, not just for Christmas, for life's sake. Victorian literature is not just for October, it's for the whole year. And there we go. So that's still actually quite a lot of books. just that set. But I've got to say, I am currently on 273 books this year, and that's amazing. But I would really like to get to 300, and that would be super hard because I'm working a lot. But actually, when I think about it, I have a lot of short books because 10 of them are, I mean, all of these are 56 pages long, and I mean, look how much smaller this is. There we go. You know, it's one of these pages, even if it's small print, is a lot less text than a page of this. So, and I got some graphic novels out from the library, so maybe I'll do it. Wait, I'll show you those. Why not? Hold on. I'm back. Did you miss me? So I got Red Winter, which is set in 70s Sweden. I think it's about communism or something. Don't know much about it, but it has really nice, really wintry artwork. I don't know how well I'm showing you this. Sorry, because you're further away than I'm used to. I'm still learning where to film in this flat, but yeah, I'm literally on like page 2 of that, so that's nice. Oh, I should also mention, I got this out from the library, Find Me by Andre Akiman, that I've said that wrong, Souls, which is the kind of sequel to Call Me By Your Name, but I probably get to it this month, but I reserved it, so I should get to it soon. Anyway, another graphic novel I got was Spinning, which it's got obviously what it's about. It's got a nice, I mean obviously everything's got nice, but this is very minimalistic like colour palette, and I really like that. I need to finish I Know a Woman, which I got out from Nonfiction in November. I've read like 20 pages and I haven't read any further, but it's just about all different women, links them together, which I'm enjoying, but sometimes I feel like some of the links are, ooh, that was loud. Some of the links are a little bit tenuous sometimes, but the illustrations are nice. And then I have, ooh, that was not smooth, Passing for Human, which is a graphic memoir. I love memoirs and graphic novels. I think they work so well in that medium, sometimes better than an actual novel. And I like it because it's got this kind of scribbly, like childish drawing, monochrome, what's the word? Monochrome theme? We'll go with theme. I never know much about these. I just, to be honest, I look at the artwork and I'm sold. And then one that I own, my only graphic novel I haven't read yet, that I own, that I want to read, is V for Vendetta, which is such a classic. This is a real stalwart of the graphic novel genre. And this, my boyfriend bought it for Christmas along with 2 others, and I've read those, but I haven't read this one, so I want to read this before Christmas rolls around. And then I have one called Calling Dr. Laura, a graphic memoir, which I think is about somebody with mental health issues, but again, like, do not quote me on that. I will tell you if it's good. This also has like a monochrome art style. Woo, I'm sorry, I'm probably showing this really terribly. All these plastic covers, so much effort. And the last one, controversial title, is called Kill My Mother, a graphic novel. And I think it's literally about a boy planning to kill his mother. Yeah, and look, I didn't realise how many of these have like a monochrome art style. Maybe I'm just drawn to that without even thinking about it. Subconsciously, that's the word, subconsciously. Okay, anyway, yeah, I'll read lots of books. I only have 327 books in less than a month. No biggie. Yeah, I just know I'm never going to read as much in my life in a year ever again, because I won't have the time. You know, I'll be studying again from January, I'll be working full time in a few years once I finish my PhD. I'm just not going to have the time to listen to audiobooks all the time when I'm doing anything around the house or just generally read. And I've also, you know, I've read lots of these, and this will probably be about 10% of my reading if I read 300 books. So I've read, you know, quite a lot of books that are short this year, and I just want to get 300 because that would be so cool. But if I don't, I need to let that go. Anyway, I'm rambling as usual. I'm going to shut up now. I don't know why I picked that book up. Yes, okay, I hope that you have lots of wonderful things. What are you reading for December? Probably more Christmas themed things. I realise that none of this is Christmassy. Oh well. Actually no, the Red Winter one is. It's not Christmassy per se though. Yeah. But yes, I hope that you have a nice life. I mean day and week and all that jazz. And I will see you soon for more bookish shenanigans. Bye!